Hello everyone. Wow, I think a very long time, I don't do the hate channel already. Sean and myself we just done the Facebook Live, okay? So now I say no, since he's here in Penang, I want to interview him, all right? Squish him, right? So first thing, thank you everyone support our hate channel. And the hate channel, I think until today we almost posted, I think near to 100 video already.
Oh, that's
right?
great. That's really
yeah,
great.
but of course, we are not the expert like him. We are just have the passion that we want to show something about Penang, right? So today, all right, we have Sean with me here. So I think a lot of people know you lah, YouTube, right?
No
Who don't know you,
it's always
right?
good to introduce myself.
Yeah, so but maybe you can just give a brief introduction.
Hi guys, I'm Sean. I run a YouTube channel called Iherng, I-H-E-R-N-G. Most of it is about my passion. I talk a lot about property. In terms of investment, design, owning it, how to buy, where to buy, and stuff like that. So if you're an enthusiast of property, you can go check it out. I covered to date, I think 250 properties on record. But personally, I visited around 300 to 500 properties already.
Wow. This is how passionate he is. So it's very good. And if you follow his YouTube, a lot of things can see from his channel. So just wonder, just now I was asking him, because he said he's half Penang 9. Then I said, why you say half? Then,
my mom grows up in Penang. So when I was younger, she scolded me using Penang Hokkien.
Okay.
So whenever I respond in panic, with the Penang, the accent will come out.
Oh, so your mom is actually, you told me, politicos, politicos. So this is why he say he loves Penang, because he's like half Penang here, right? So on off he will come Penang lah, correct?
And more than that is because the behavior of buyers in different geographical locations are different.
Oh, is
like
it?
If we look into, because I'm in Klang Valley, the way we buy properties are very different. Like we look into rental returns, we look into the developer reputation. But when we come to Penang, the requirements for facilities very different.
Okay.
The unit must be square, must be at least 3 bedroom, must CC kaka, every space cannot waste one. But in KL, we have very weird looking building, and it's still okay. So when we have smaller units, like here, cannot accept.
So it seems like Penang 9 is more detailing. They want, I think they more for owner occupied.
Yes, so it's about practicality.
Yes.
So there's a good mixture of practicality and some imaginary design.
Yeah.
And also, like, because just KL have more opportunities to build. That's why the construction pace and the technology used is way more advanced.
Yeah.
So we can see that other states like Johor is also picking up. Penang, of course, because you're high rise.
Yes.
Everything here high rise, right?
Yes.
Then,
because Penang is an island, and also we have a limitation of the land also.
Yep.
Correct, not so, and you want to find a solid land in Penang nowadays, it's not that easy, because you are in the island, right?
Yep.
So Penang, like always, people always tell me, if you want to invest property, you must invest in the island. All right, like Singapore also in the island, Hong Kong is also an island.
Technically,
Penang,
Malaysia is an island.
yeah.
Technically.
No, Penang is standalone island, right? Okay, so I think today, because Sean this time is here also, is a look around, correct?
Yep.
Look around the property here in Penang, right? So we are actually also very honored that he visited our project, right?
Thank you for
and he actually give a lot of comments and then share a lot of his first impression, right? He always like to talk about first impression is very important. Even though a lot of brochure that he also don't want to see yet, he just want to feel, right? Actually, it's true, buy property always talk about first impression.
Yeah.
Correct or not?
Last time
the
when I
moment
was
you
taught-
walk in, you like it, then people normally will buy.
Yes,
correct
yes.
not?
Because sometimes it's when we like the thing already, then we need to decide and explain why later.
Yeah.
So, but there's this, like, when you go into a perfume store, you like that one already. But just because, like, okay, make the rational decision, I look more, just to know that this is just to justify the decision.
Yes. sometimes first impression is true. Because I saw a lot of my customer, like even purchaser from overseas, they also feel that the first impression is always very important. So I believe you visited a lot of property in KL, right? Then on off you will come to Penang now. What do you think about Penang property?
I think it's interesting, it's promising.
Yeah.
Just because of the culture of the buyers here. So like here we have a lot of young Penangites. The main concern is to own a property.
Yes.
Right. So like in other states, it's not as great because if you look into the emphasis of property, in KL property is not the highest price. We have Sabah, we have Penang, only reach KL. So if you look into that dynamic, right, the amount of population stuck in the island, like you say, that automatically drives a lot of demand.
Yeah.
And because what's interesting to me, there's a good mixture of local developer and franchise developer. I call them
franchise.
so these are developers that are the big boys where they build in KL already, then they venture into it. So it's not as. So to me, it's a very interesting study to see the difference between local and franchise, because we are these are the influence. They have because they have built so many other projects, they have standards to obey, to efficiency or the floor plate or the profit margin or whatsoever. Local one talk about sincerity. And this is a word that is brought up a lot whenever I see property in Penang.
Yeah, and also because lately, right, I noticed that there's some articles saying last time people buy property, location is the first priority. Then after that, they talk about the products, you know. Then they talk about price, right? You always remember the 4P, right? But now, right, developer is one of the very important items that when they choose to buy property. I think this is mainly because that they want to find a developer that they can deliver a good quality products, correct or not? Nah? So I think developer is play a very important role nowadays.
For me personally, the main difference between bigger players and smaller local players, it's the driver of the company. So when you speak to founders of the company, right? No one talks about profit margin, no one talks about design, talks about what customer want. And when just now you shared a story about like how you guys resolve the piece of land, because my first query when I come here is how you get 43 acres.
Yes.
So when you say the one-to-one tradings with all the squatters, personally I have dealt with squatters before. It takes a lot of effort.
Yes, a lot of time, a lot of effort.
But the fact that you guys went through that and you compensate fairly, I think this
and the founder, he himself, right, involved in this.
Yeah, so and that's the things that are very rare.
Yeah.
When you have a big conglomerate, right, who got time for all this stuff, right? So sometimes they will lose that touch of sincerity based on the founder. So this is the things that I want to really bring out to the audience. Like sometimes these are the things that matters.
Yeah.
And like I heard a lot of developers around Penang they are putting their handbrakes in selling already because of the volatility of material prices.
Yes.
When you have a material price that is uncertain, but the selling price is fixed. So the danger is when I sell you a project today, but the material price actually eats up later when I build.
Yeah.
So I do everything for charity. And if I got defects, right, I cannot claim the final amount.
Yes.
I'm basically doing it for zero, and that affected my friends around JB. So they fully sold their project 3 years ago because of the material cost, right? Now they lose money.
Yeah. So that's why what you say is correct. That's why like this year, a lot of developer like pull the handbrake. They don't want to launch any new development. So whatever development that they had launched earlier, they have to complete it.
Yeah.
All right. So even they want to complete it also, like I say, right? We still have to make sure we deliver what we have committed.
Yeah.
That's very important, because that the purchaser they also hope that you won't go and cut costs, right? You still deliver the quality that they bought earlier. Okay, so this is very important.
Something to add on also. So like on top of that, right?
Yeah.
You guys talk about legacy. like just now the few stories that you share, right? The founders actually care about his final flagship or his flagship development or whatever.
Yes.
When you have founders like they are so visionary oriented, right? It's very rare. It's not like a year by year P&L profit. I look into that. So these are the things that
yes, because it's the passion
Yeah.
like yourself also. You also passion in this line property, right? Then you will want to make sure that you deliver a good products, you know. So when the founder himself, right, like you talk about PICC, this project, he always reminded us, the management team, you know, he said that no PICC, no Hansa, you know. So you can just imagine these strong words, how important this project to us. And then, you know, Hansa is already 45 years in Penang, and we are the local developer, and he know the local market well, all right? And I just just now we received a message from the audience also. They actually know us. Some of us just message, you know. When you buy a property, right? What is the important things that come first for you?
I have 4 basic steps that I follow, right?
Yeah.
So for those who are learning how to invest, I think this would be helpful.
Yeah.
The first one would be to determine your intent.
Okay.
Whether is it for own stay or whether is it for investment.
Okay.
So the consideration for both is very different.
Okay.
Own stay, as long as you can afford, as long as you like it, go ahead.
Okay.
If for investment, then we look into capital appreciation, infrastructure, rental returns, all the technical things. Second thing is to check your affordability.
Okay.
How much can you afford in
All
terms
right.
of loan?
Okay.
After like you think like, oh, I want to only look at 1 million and above,
Yeah.
but I can only qualify for 300,000. You
Ah.
waste everybody's time,
Yes.
right? Then the third one, within that fixed budget, look at 20 different properties. So
Okay.
it can be sub-sale, new property, high-rise, landed,
Oh, for
outskirt.
comparison purpose.
Yes, because a lot of people don't know what they don't know.
Okay.
Just because the parents say must buy landed, wah ma zai buy landed, can no money ma how, right? So for let's say I can qualify for 560,000 for example.
Yeah.
560,000 I can get a landed in outskirt, or I get a 3-bedroom middle city, or I get real city but 500 square feet only.
Okay.
So then which one matters more,
Okay.
right? Then the fourth one is to make that informed decision.
Okay.
I call it the Kailan theory.
Okay.
Let's say I'm assigned to buy a Getty of Kailan.
Okay.
I have no idea how much Kailan is.
Okay.
But how do I determine my choice of Kailan is market price?
Okay.
And how do I make sure that it's the best deal?
Okay.
Is to go and see different stores. One
Ah,
from Cameron,
okay.
one from Hong Kong,
Okay,
one
okay.
local, one organic, one
Yeah.
double organic.
Okay.
So I know why certain areas are pricey, why certain areas are not.
Okay.
Why people like this, why people don't. So ultimately is to help people make informed decisions and take calculated risk.
Okay.
So to me, intent matters the most.
So you mean what you mean is first thing you want to stay or you want to invest, then it's much easier for you to decide.
Yes.
And then you like to shop around, visited similar kind of the product to make a comparison.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. This Sean actually shared so many things with us. And one last question. Okay, we just want to any advice, right? Because a lot of people say, no lah, don't buy yet lah, COVID just over. Hey, please, we don't spend any money yet, you know. Or some people say, no, this is the right time because the material price is keep on increase. We better buy now. Next year will be expensive, you know. So what is your advice to the audience here? Should you wait? Should you buy? Or what's your advice?
It depends on your ambition. If I'm an entrepreneur starting a business, I need cash flow, don't buy. Because cash flow paramounts everything else. But if you're a wage earner, you're steady, you want to set up a family, then consider getting one. If you are a very avid investor, you know what to do with your money. If you can make more money on crypto or NFT or whatsoever, go ahead, right? So it's very important to know again your ambitions. Like I want to make fast money or I want to make slow money. A lot of people will misunderstand this. I see property not as a money-making tool. I see money as a wealth diversification tool.
Okay.
How do I make money outside for a business? I preserve.
Okay.
I make money, I preserve.
Okay.
But the problem is a lot of people thought that I buy, I wait, it will grow. Those are the last time one. So last time only you will have this kind of stories, but now it's very rare already. So the cycle will come, I hope. And personally, I'm in a stage where I'm aggressively buying because I believe there will be a property bull run.
Yes.
So it's because of me being built and programmed since young. I bought one at 22, so 10 years already. And the equity in the real estate is higher than the amount of savings I have.
Yeah.
So because I rent to people, I'm leveraging on people's money, people's time, people's
To
expertise.
pay your installment.
Yeah. So every month, as long as the renter can cover my installment, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I hold this process for 30 years, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, the property will be mine entirely 30 years later.
Yes.
That's my game.
Yeah.
I'm not looking
So what is
for...
your dream by the end of the, how many property you want to buy?
So now I'm working towards, ultimately I want 25.
Okay.
Just because it's a good number as I've visited 1,000.
Okay.
So the goal of the channel is to review 1,000 properties. Then from there, I will acquire 25.
All right. You have done 1,000 video?
I have done 1,000 videos, not 1,000 properties yet.
Oh.
So 1,000 videos.
So it means you have viewed 500 property, correct?
Yeah.
But you have done 1,000 video.
Yeah, so 1,000 includes like all the podcasts and all.
So you want to view up to 1,000?
I want to record and document
1,000 property. Okay, all right, now I understand. So today we really thank you, Sean, share so many, his opinion, his expertise, and for those you guys that you want to consider now to invest property or you plan to do so, then I think Sean have actually shared a lot of the good point to all of you, right? So, and I hope you can also, of course you must subscribe his channel first, okay? After that, you can subscribe Sean YouTube also, and Sean have a lot of followers, and like what Sean said just now, a lot of the young generation now actually, I feel that the young generation now and our time is totally different, Our time we are very careful and we very classy, you understand? Hey, no, we should buy car first, then slowly, yeah. But now the young generation difference. They really want to buy house first. Some, they say property is important. And you see the generation is all different.
And I hope the videos like this can then bridge that information.
Yeah.
Because last time we got social media, right?
Yes.
So last time you pay money for fees.
Yes.
But so
and sometimes you don't have like one video, you can actually, a lot of people can see it, right?
So I hope that the things that I share online, it's for a younger version of me actually. How I wish when I was 21 before I buy the apartment, I get all this knowledge.
Yes, knowledge.
Yeah,
correct. You are right.
So if you really like property, do check out the channel.
Yes. So thank you everyone. Join us today, the H channel. So please remember, like, comment and subscribe, right? So we see you next time. All right. Our H channel is every Sunday. Every Sunday we will post a video. All right.
Wow, very consistent.
Yeah. So our video is mainly more about talk about Penang, talk about lifestyle, talk about people, right? So we share a lot of news to
half of me.
We share a lot of things and hope you all like it and continue support the H channel. So see you next time. Bye bye.
Ciao guys.